Happy Friday, PCMS. This is Dave Maxim. I'm coming to you on officially our last day of school. Although we didn't end with cartwheels as the buses were leaving and get to see our students off, it's definitely a time for us to take a deep breath and relax for the kind of interesting finish that we had to our school year this year. First, I want to start off by thanking all of our staff members and all the people and teachers who volunteered and came in, but all the staff members who came in and helped pitch in during our locker clean out this week. It was definitely very laborious, but in typical PCMS fashion, we worked together on supporting each other, and we got through it. I'm glad it's over. It was tiring, but it was definitely something that we worked together as a team. So again, I want to thank those people who contributed and made a difference and just rolled up their sleeves and did the best we could for our students and our families through that. Also, I want to take the time to also give one more final recognition to our retirees, Linda Lemon, Dan Rebellis, Ed Jones, and Debbie Heher. Again, they gave selflessly to our community, to each other, to our students and our families, and they really are a shining example for our young staff members and any staff member, to be quite honest, to have a career that they can be so impactful and give so much to our community. So again, from the deepest of my heart, I want to thank those four people for everything they've given, and it's been an honor to serve and work with you side by side every single day. Also, you probably saw that I shared a Google slide show with you, and that basically is going to be our protocol for next year, thanks to our BLT and the committee members who put that together. But just so we know, regardless of how we look next year starting out, those are expectations that every Google Classroom will look like. They give you step-by-step directions and best practices for Google Classroom. So that's definitely something that you want to check out. So I know there's a lot of questions people are asking me like, Dave, what's it going to look like next year? How's it going to be like this? And we've been talking as a BLT about some kind of rocks that we know, some heavy rocks that we know we got to have in place for next year, for the school year. But again, we just don't know yet, so it'd be very premature to be able to say some things about what I know. Mr. Burton, during his Viking Voices, did state that ODE and the Department of Education was coming out with something, but I haven't heard anything about that. What I do know is that we've mentioned this before, that even if we're given the green light to go back in a 2-day-a-week model, we know that 6 to 12 in the Princeton City School Districts will most likely be a virtual environment. So we've been really preparing for that. I know at the district level we're going to get together soon and start planning some things for how the beginning of the year will look like. I encourage you to find any kind of online training for Google Classroom, or just period any online resources that you can find, and I'll be happy to work out with contact hours to award you. I've had a handful of people already email me about opportunities. I'll be glad to do that as well. So I just wanted to remind you that. Finally, I just want you to know this as well too. You know, we did the best that we could at the end of this pandemic for the fourth quarter. There's a lot of things I know as your building principal that I'm going to have to step my game up and do a better job with, and I think that's just natural for us all, that we know that we're going to have to raise expectations for students, for families, and for our staff members as well, and how we present our online forum for our students next year. You know, like I said, if you find any online research or trainings that you want to do for that, I'll be happy to give you contact hours and award you with that. Just send me an email ahead of time so I can approve it, and then you can go ahead and get your training and get your contact hours for that. So, but again, it's just really premature. I want to be able to have the answers that you guys are asking about it, but unfortunately, I just don't right now. But what I do know is that I do know that we're going to work together. I know that we're going to do the best for our students and really rely on each other to get through this. We were going through another round of interviewing. Many of the candidates asked, what's your favorite thing about working at PCMS? And there's always one that comes back to how well our staff cares for each other, supports each other in the building, but also outside as well, as that's so important, as we know and value, especially at the middle school level. So I just want to take the time to say, please enjoy your summer. It's been a lot of crazy finish to the end of this year, but I want you to know you've earned it. Take your time away, enjoy your family, rest, and enjoy the outdoors and get out as much as you can in a safe, socially social distancing protocols. So again, thanks for all that you do. It's a privilege and honor to serve you this year. We've definitely seen it all this year with the COVID-19. And again, have a great summer. Go Vikes!